you gonna be at? Where you gonna be at? When the dollar go flat, where you gonna be at? Where you gonna be at? Stack on, players. Stack on, players.
What's up, silver players and silver playettes? It's your boy Cleveland Coin Stacker coming to you today live and direct. Not so much live, but definitely direct. I'm so glad you decided to tune in. We got something very, very, very extremely special in here in this box today. I'm going to save the surprise, just so you can see it, the unboxing. We can be together on that journey. Anyway, before I begin, I need to let you know, if you like the content, if what I'm saying is affecting your reality, good or bad, dig deep, down low, press the subscribe button. Also, press the notification button, that's that bell, and let's trick YouTube together, the algorithms, by pushing a like, because that like button is our friend. Subscribe, help your boy out. And again, if you like the content, definitely let me know. Leave some comments down below. So before we get started, I'm going to surprise you. This is an unboxing. I am going to say there's some molds, so I'll leave it there and just sit back and relax. Remember, stack it rich.
Counting on silver, counting on gold, counting on...
Okay, I'm back. So what we have here today, we're going to just be unboxing some new molds that I got. So be patient with me. I don't want to cut myself and be an emergency. So some new molds that I got. I wanted to just, I hate to say it was a sad time when I got these molds. I'll just sit them right here and just unveil them. Sit this box on the side. Yeah. And move that knife. So here, this is what we have, ladies and gentlemen. And these are some molds. These are graphite molds. And for you guys that don't know, to give you a good example of what graphite molds are, it's kind of consistent to your brake pads. They take high heat, a lot of torque, a lot of pressure. Planes have them because you got to stop. And that's a lot of friction going on, so you need something that can withstand heavy movement. Again, a lot of torque. So that's kind of what this would be, and then I'll just explain it. What's in front of us. Okay, so okay, all right. So we all know what's been going on in our country, all around the world. The whole Black Lives Matter movement, the protests, the unrest, the country's unrest. Just everything that's happening. Also the way the country is coming together and supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. So, I wanted to do something. First I got to say that this is the George Floyd mold, and that gives his birthday and says George Floyd right there at the top. And this is the 2-ounce mold, okay? And ladies and gentlemen, the people who made this, very skilled, very skilled. When the smaller you go, you're asking for more detail. And if you don't have a good machining company, it'll be hard to get the detail. And these are expensive. Make no mistake about it. These are very expensive. So this kind of give you an idea of my passion. And this is the George Floyd. This is the Big Boy McCoy. This is the round, and I'm extremely excited about that. This is the round, and of course I'm gonna be pouring some of that for you guys. And and 15% of the proceeds are going to the Black Lives Matter Foundation, and obviously to his family. So I'm not in this to make money. I just want to contribute, and I know people of color. There's a lot of commemorative silver coins and all kind of stuff, but I really think that we should do something, commemorating that. I think Black History Month, there's a few coins that comes out. I'm going to be doing something, a few episodes with the African American coins, there's not a lot. I think there's maybe 3 people on a coin. And I actually, I'm buying some coins just to make that on an episode, just to, change is good, and these are the doubles. It says change the world. The key to it is changing the world. So I hope you guys can see that. And this is double. And they call this the dual Black Lives Matter. And I had to get a machine out of a company. Well, not a company, but he is a company, but he's out of Canada, really good. And I'll post this information down below because this guy does amazing work. I'll post it right down below. I would say it in the video. I have his personal name, and I don't have the name of his company in front of me. So, I don't know if he would like me to give his personal information out. So I will just put something right on top of the screen, something slick, with Photoshop or whatever. Put that, and also put it down below. So he does great work. Look at that, Black Lives Matter. It's amazing work. We just got to see how it's going to pour on silver and gold. I plan to pour a 2-ounce gold with that, and these are just the double-sided. It's very, and my thing is just want to contribute and just to, just break bread, and it's not a color thing, it's a people thing at this point. You know what I mean? And these will be commemorative. These are, it doesn't cost a ton of money, but a pandemic to even go and spend your money on, this is a luxury. This is a hobby that I have but that has turned into a passion. So, and then, consequently, the thing that happened, with George Floyd, and it's not just George Floyd. You got a lot of people, Breonna, and I mean, it's a lot going on. And since, change is good, and I want to make sure I say that, and I'm happy that there is finally, this kind of stuff happens every day. The police brutality is just now cell phones. You got cell phones, I'm an old schooler. I got a lot of biker miles on me. I've been here many moons, so, when things like that happen in the community and, back in the day, there was no cell phones. There was nobody to call. We had beepers on our hip, if that, so there was nobody, there was no filming. There was nothing. So, the blessing is that this information is out here. You know what I mean? And when you have something this magnitude that you're trying to push an agenda for change, it doesn't happen overnight. But I guarantee, one thing for certain, 2 things for sure, we got to do it together. We got to do it together. And, a lot of brown people are not even familiar with silver smelting. A lot of people, believe, think that gold is so expensive that why even collect it? Why even look to that? You know what I mean? $1,800, for a small coin or a small bar, that's rent money. That's bill money. So I'm here to say, hey, my agenda, what I'm pushing, the narrative I'm pushing is that, silver is still low. Silver is still low. You may pay a little over spot, and these days, if you don't really, go for it, you could be paying a little more for silver. But right now, it's in the 20s. That's workable. A $20 bar. If the dollar go flat or when the dollar go flat, you could potentially have some money on your hands. So it's not, unreachable. It's not a goal that can't be met. You know what I mean? So there is financial freedom. The silver is a hedge against inflation. You know what I'm saying? It's a hedge against inflation. It's better. This is just opinion. Again, I want to let you guys know I'm not a financial guru. I don't profess to be. I'm just giving you a piece of my opinion. You know what I mean? So I take everything in, smoke it over in my mind, and and give you my opinion. Let you guys process it. I process it, and then I give it to the atmosphere and let you guys determine how it's going to affect your life, good or bad. And again, everyone has an opinion. You know what I mean? So, again, this isn't. All lives matter. I hope that this is the impact, and I haven't seen anyone pouring rounds or anything supporting this movement in this way. So I hope that this reaches the powers that be, so they can see that there are individuals out here. I'm spending my hard-earned money trying to make a difference. You know what I mean? So, and most of you are out there doing that. It's stacking's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's closed off. It's just it's a practice that a lot of African Americans or brown people, minorities don't know about. You know what I mean? And again, your hobby can turn into a financial gain for you. You know what I'm saying? A financial bridge that when everything is said and done with the country, that you could potentially be sitting on real money. You know what I mean? But again, you have to research and you have to do your due diligence. I'm not saying just go out and start buying silver if it's available to you. But what I am saying is do your due diligence. Again, it don't cost no money to listen. You know what I mean? It doesn't cost any money to listen. I'm not trying to push, to make money or any financial gain, but I am stressing the fact that for under $100 that you can have some ounces of silver. That's real. That's considered real money that the government has protected over time. Even before there was a government, they were dealing in precious metals. I mean, you can go back to the biblical days as precious metals. I don't know what you would call them, but even in the movies they indicate, hey, give me, let's barter for this, let's barter for that, and they were doing it even then with gold, gold and silver. I don't know if so much silver, but it's been with us. I mean, silver's in everything. We even eat silver now, and allodial silver. It's just so many uses for that. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? There's silver because it's a very strong metal. It's very durable. So that's why some coins only have a certain percentage of silver in them, because when they were manufactured, they knew that they would be touching a lot of hands. So you had to incorporate another element in there to make it stronger. You know what I mean? And that makes sense. And plus that's promotions. A lot of these, the country knows what it's doing. You know what I mean? So with that being said, here at Cleveland Coin Stacker, your boy Cleveland Coin Stacker, I'm gonna do my part. I'm also have some other things I'm gonna be showing you. I'm not gonna pour all of these today because I'm waiting on a solution to preserve my molds. Because molds, this is something that you can't just use over and over and over and over. There is, nothing lasts forever, first of all, but there is a age on these. So when you do spend your kind of money and you get these molds, you got to make sure that when you're pouring, because that's a lot of heat, there's different kind of agents that you can put on there to pop up the molds out easier, pop the silver out easier, just to try to maintain, or trying to lessen the wear and tear. Because we spend good money for these, These things have to be machined, and then with the graphite, graphite, if you don't have the special machines for you, the graphite can get in your lungs and really hurt you. So you just can't get a CNC machine and just go ham and start trying to cut graphite. You got to have a clean room. Well, you should. I mean, these are the things in my research that you should have. You know what I'm saying? If you're not trying to invest thousands of dollars or whatever in the green room, then the CNC machine, that's very expensive. So you just got to determine how far you want to go. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't consider myself a collector. I like pouring silver, so I do have some pieces of my own. But in my opinion, when the dollar go flat, it could potentially be like Mad Max out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't see somebody like Mad Max standing up there saying, oh, the coin is beautiful. Oh, look at the texture. Oh, putting those white gloves on. I don't see that, especially when you're trying to feed your family. I know it's a little crucial, a little final as I talk, but, I'm just keeping it 100. That's just the way that I see it. And, let's be honest. Wouldn't you rather be a little overzealous than underzealous? Wouldn't you rather be more prepared than less prepared? I just consider it fire insurance. Just to kind of, be ready for that. So I really like pouring. I can't wait until I get what I need to pour these, but I'm going to, just feature them one at a time so I can take my time and come up with the best product. And again, once we pour it, if you like it, these will be available for you to purchase. These are, like I said, 15% is going to go to the Black Lives Foundation, NAACP, supporting, Children's Hospital, Floyd. I don't know how they split the money up, but those are the areas I like it to reach. But again, I would need your help doing that. But God provided increase. You know, this was meant to happen, it would happen. So, but I just want to recognize George Floyd and the other people. You know, I plan on in the future, I had somebody hit me up and say, hey, you know, what about the other people, the other 40-something people, however many people who were slain, you know, in a heinous fashion. And I said, well, right now, I said it would be nice to do a Black Lives Matter tribute to all of those people. But again, you got to machine this stuff. You know what I mean? Everybody just don't have these just sitting in their house. I got to get them done. So, you know, I would love to do that and get some notoriety, you know what I mean, and really honor the people who need to be honored. But this isn't, you know, we're in a pandemic. I'm at home chilling like a villain, but I'm still trying to bring the best content to you guys. So I need you to subscribe, you know, press the notification buttons for alerts, that bell, and press that like. You know, that's how this works, you know what I mean? My mother always told me, if you don't put nothing in, how can you expect to get something out? So I'm putting it in. You know, I'm trying to give you guys, and again, I want to stress, I'm learning. You know, I don't profess to be like Yankee Stacker, really good guy. I sat in on his auction of there, really good. And that was the first auction I'd ever seen like that. And I thought it was amazing. You know what I mean? Just the flow of it and the way they put it together. He and, what's that young man? I call him Young Dragon, but it's Silver Dragons, but he's a young guy. And FYI, Young Dragon, the only reason why I'm calling you that is because I was curious. I saw you had so many videos. I went to your first video. I think you had revealed 4 coins or something like that. I think 4 American Eagles. I can't remember what it was, but from 4 to where you are now, young man, that's a great accomplishment. And the Bible says give honor where it's due. You know, backyard bullion, you know, I'm learning from what these guys are doing. So I don't profess to know everything, and even spectacular, you know, you know, and just all these young cats, Stormtrooper, you know, I'm listening, you know, and I'm listening. I believe that, you know, you got to get the foundation. It's like a beautiful song. You got to doom, 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 doom. You can't have a beautiful song without the foundation. You got to have that bass. That's the fabric of the song. So I'm trying to get my fabric of the song created. I'm trying to get my balance and my feet, my footwork under me, so I can really know all of the meat and potatoes, all of the ins and outs of this whole thing, because it's important. Sorry about the technical difficulties if there was a lag or a gap in there. I was saying because it's important to just have a solid base and a foundation when you trying to give people information. So, you know, I want to have a very, very specific agenda, and that is to empower people who don't know. People who don't know that silver is great for having real money. It's great. I mean, it is amazing, and I'm still learning how effective, and it can really provide generational wealth. You know, it really can provide and it's inexpensive, but you got to get it. You got to, you know, drop it while it's hot. Drop it while it's hot. Whatever that song is. I'm an old schooler, so I'm into the old school songs. But anyway, it's just so important that we arm ourselves with information. You know, knowledge is king, you know. So, you know, again, George Floyd, you know, this is a tribute to you, brethren. You know what I mean? I hope, you know, when we do pour these, that they come out beautiful. I hope that people are extremely interested. I hope that people will see the value in it. And other stackers, you know, I plan to, if I'm able to, you know, to donate these to some of the auctions. You know what I mean? If they'll have them, you know, I think it'd be very nice if the pours come out good and it's decent quality. You know, you know, I think you get it because it's a commemorative item. You know, it's something that you need to have because it was a time. This is history right here. You know, that's just my opinion. It's history right here. You know, and we gotta honor it. You know, this is all lives matter. You know what I mean? But we gotta honor the falling for no reason. You know what I mean? Life has to have some meaning. You know, everyone, all of us are parents, and we all have someone who loves us. So it's to say I don't know and I can't understand, black people's plight is unheard of, because we all have children that go out in the street every day, and we wonder or worry whether they'll even come home. So that's a no-brainer. Everybody matters, and it's sad to have to have a protest about that. So I have some other, these are to change the world. I'm going to talk about these for a moment. These are to change the world rounds, and these are the 2-ouncer combinations, and you put them together like that, and you pour down the middle. You pour it down the middle. You gotta get a clamp to hold it like that, and you pour it down the middle, and then once the silver solidifies, you got double-sided. You have the key on one side, because the key is love. The key to the art woes. And you know what, guys? This is funny. Somebody actually sent me a message saying that my hands look crazy. I cook corned beef for a living. You know what I mean? So I burned them, scorched them. I don't know all of that. So I'm not in this for a beauty competition, but I'm a man's man. I don't sit at a computer and work all day. I work with heat and hot stuff all day. So, I don't even want to say forgive me if my hands look like this. I mean, they clean. My reality is that I work very hard with very hot materials, and that's what it is. So, I don't want to say I apologize, but it is what it is, just to address that that email I got. But again, if that caught your attention, if my hands look all crazy and that caught your attention and you got a message, I ain't mad. You know what I mean? Because the goal is to push the agenda, get the message out. So, keep subscribing. And you did subscribe, so thank you. And I kind of laughed, like, wow, and I had to go and I had to look at my hands, like, what up with that? Ooh. But I'm a worker, I'm a worker. I was raised in that way, that every man is worthy of his labor. You got to go out and get it. You know what I mean? So, and the harder I work gives me the opportunity to do stuff like this, to let some of my ideas come to life, on this level. This is, we're in the house. The world is doing something crazy. My man Robert would say, crazy. The world is doing something, crazy. So, and this is just to commemorate or show love, to the process. To, these guys can go out, the young people of all races can go out and protest, peacefully protest, for brown people or people who are less fortunate, minorities, whatever. Then this is my way of peacefully protesting, that this needs to happen. We need love. We need love. We need to have a conversation, all of us. We need to change the world. The key, see that? Wait till that's gonna be beautiful in silver. And I've been saving up my little gold pieces and stuff so I can pour me a gold round. I'm just gonna bless my wife with that, a gold round. That'd be really nice. So I'm saving up to do that. So I want to do this mold reveal to just show you my passion too, and it's to create. I also what's a trippy is YouTube. You can't really use other people's music, and if you do that, you can get a ding. You know what I mean? So I produce music. So I believe that every superhero should have his own theme song. So I've come up with 2 theme songs that are on my page. Go check them out. One of them is Can You Dig It? It's called Quarters, Nickels, Dimes, and Pennies. Really, I produced it. Me and my boy AJ, I wrote it and produced it. Very cool tune. And it's like a Stacker's anthem. And then, Then YouTube, I just use a little bit of because when you're doing these videos, it's a job, especially when you're trying to put out good content and you want it to look right. It takes more than 20 minutes to come up with a good product and really give you guys good content and make it look presentable. So you can imagine when you're doing a song, it's like a baby to a man. Every step is in steps where it has to be built up to sound perfect. So I'm gonna do my own music. So sometimes you'll hear songs, well, all the time you're gonna hear songs that are totally catered to stacking, that you'll never hear on the radio, that you'll never hear on YouTube. You'll only come from the Cleveland Coin Stacker, because I'm making them. I'm making the tracks. You know what I mean? So that's also a commitment. You know what I mean? So work. It takes work. And that's what I don't care if you selling pencils, down on Euclid Avenue. If you want to be good at it and you want to sell a lot of pencils, then you got to get into your craft. So it doesn't matter what you do, you just got to be consistent and really stay in it. Stay in your craft and stay true to it, and you'll prevail. So I'm gonna end this now. I'm gonna be the next episode where once I get the stuff to the element, the solution to preserve these, then we're gonna do some pours and see how they come out. So definitely stay tuned. Also, again, subscribe, download, dig deep, download. If you like the content, if you like what I'm saying, and it's affecting your reality, good or bad, give us a holler. Press the notifications and the alert buttons, and let's do this algorithm hustle with YouTube. So by pressing the like, let's do that. That's essential, guys. I'll keep doing my best to put out good content, but you got to do your best to subscribe and like and repost and tell your friends, hey, there's a brother on YouTube showing us how to build wealth, generational wealth. You know what I mean? Instead of buying Nikes and all of that mess. And it's not mess. I ain't gonna say that. I done had me a couple pair of Jordans. I ain't gonna lie, but I can tell you what, if it go bad, them Jordans ain't gonna help me in a pinch. I can't get bread with Jordans. You know what I mean? I can't, get potatoes. You know what I mean? So the reality is our focus is misdirected. You know what I mean? When the dollar go flat, you're gonna have a whole lot of people that's not gonna know what to do. But for under $30 investment, well, a lot of my videos were saying $20 investment, but silver is going up so quickly. I gotta say under $30 because I don't know when it's gonna keep. It could jump up. So get this. If I can't stress it to you hard enough, instead of change your behavior, you gotta start thinking differently. My mother used to say, if you hang with 9 broke friends, you bound to be the 10th one. So you gotta change your mentality. You know what I mean? For a different outlook or a different outcome. Not outlook, but a different outcome. You got to change your reality. Silver could potentially make you rich. But and it'll always keep its value. That's one thing. That's important. You go get you a new 2020 Ram, with all the bells and whistles. For a second, it's cool. When you're doing a test drive, it's cool. When you're in the office signing the paper, it's cool. When you got to get that warranty, it's cool. But as soon as you pull that off of the lot, it's not that cool, because it has depreciated. Silver, not so much. It has its ups and downs, but it's not going anywhere. And if you're able to weather the storm, I don't recommend you getting into this hustle if you are going to just turn around and sell it. But actually, it really depends on what the market's doing. If you're an investor and it's going up, if you got a lot of silver like that, you got to have a substantial amount to really turn a good coin. But for me and mine, I'm doing it as a hedge of inflation. So when the dollar go flat, I know where I'm at. But when the dollar go flat, where you gonna be at? You dig? Where you gonna be at? So it's essential that you gotta know where you are going. So again, I'm gonna get out of here. You try to get some shut eye, finish this video, and I'll stay tuned for the next one. We're gonna do some pours. I'm not really sure which one, but we're gonna be doing some pours together, and we're gonna cross our fingers and hope that this stuff come out right. and this that you can get it, you can purchase it. We also have T-shirts and stuff like that. Just getting the website built, because I want to expose people who just don't know that there is something out here that can help you if and when the dollar goes flat, and it's very affordable today. So stack it rich. Continue to stay blessed and stay safe until I meet you again. It's the same bat channel, same bat time. Yeah, I don't know how many of y'all used to dig Bruce Wayne. You know what I mean? So again, stay tuned. Subscribe, press the like button, and the notifications the bell for notifications. That's gonna be coming up soon. God bless you. Peace. One love.
When the dollar go flat, where you gonna be at? Where you gonna be at? When the dollar go flat, where you gonna be at? Where you gonna be at? Stack on, player.